Railways and castles, iron and stone, history and legacy. Some people forge a landscape for future generations to traverse, and some are themselves cemented in place, a monument to long-departed greatness. From our nation's pre-Confederation immigrants and industrialists to the iron horses and roads that connected us from east to west, Baden, Ontario is dripping in history. But hidden among the statues and stations, amongst the mass of dogwoods and chestnuts, another legacy is being created. Every summer, Baden plays host to the Foxwood Open, a testing ground for the highest caliber of disc golfer. Win here, and your name is remembered. Win here, and earn yourself a chance to compete in the prestigious Throw Pink Women's Disc Golf Championship, National Amateur Disc Golf Tour Major Championship, or the United States Disc Golf Championship. 3 rounds of golf on the beautiful and menacing Foxwood Gold. 3 rounds to prove yourself against the best athletes in the sport. 3 rounds to change your career and stake a name for yourself among the greats. Will you be forgotten to the sands of time? Will your name wash away in the wind? Or will your legacy be made indelible? The second stop of the Canadian Disc Golf Tour is the Foxwood Open, driven by Innova. Witness history.
Hello everybody and welcome to the 2023 Foxwood Open driven by Innova. That was a heck of an introduction. Speaking of introductions, I'm Julian Murphy and I'm here with
Nathan Ransom
and Adam Hussey.
And this is also brought to you by PDGA Canada as well as Innova, and it's fine coverage from Park Pro again. They did the 2022 Foxwood Open. They're doing the 2023 Foxwood Open. Here we are. Welcome to round 1 MPO coverage.
Yeah, and big shout out to Rogers Cable TV for sponsoring, and Molson. So yeah, another big year at Foxwood. We're on the Foxwood White course playing the gold layout, so it's a little harder than usual, and the conditions are pretty tough, so we're going to see some tough scoring.
All right, first on our featured card is Martin Hendel. Really great Canadian player. One weak point, but he makes up for it with his backhand, that's for sure.
I think I was, a 63 on that forehand stat?
Yeah, about that. We've got Thomas Gilbert up second, trying to keep his hands nice and warm with that fantastic magic trick. Look at the power that he throws with.
This dude bombs.
Long course, and we're in for a treat.
Casey Hanemayer all the way from BC. Really, really great overall player.
Probably one of the more consistent players in Canada. You see him playing in tournaments like the BC Open, and then coming out here a little bit east.
Yeah, we appreciate him coming this way. And last, we got our local guy, Joe Vander Veen.
Young Joe.
V.
Probably not so young anymore.
No.
Still younger than us, so but we're getting up there.
But the dude throws a putter farther than the rest of us. Through our drivers.
Really excited to see what this card can do today, and we're going to find out right now on hole 1. It's a par 4. It's 770 feet. What's the play here, Adam?
All right, so it was a real treat watching these bombers throw off the front. There's so many good pros. They're throwing it up to this past the second hill, leaving them a bit of a challenging upshot because just behind the basket on the left there, the long grass was playing as a hazard. So if they go in there and if they go far in, they got a long shot out of there.
Julian, what do you call long grass?
I call it a mess, Nathan, and nothing else. Fish and RB. Is this a cameo here?
Good Lord, that is me, folks. Yes, and it was cold. I had 50 layers on, I swear.
That's Adam Hussey sitting to my right in Big Disc Studios. And up first is Martin Hendel.
Don't let the smoothness fool you. He's got some massive distance.
Yep.
A couple years ago, we had Eric Oakley out here playing this event, and Marty was out driving him.
He has such a good controlled backhand shot. He doesn't need that forehand. It's like James Conrad.
Yeah.
James Conrad for Canadian?
Yeah. So by the way, when I announced Thomas in here, I said he was all the way from Peterborough. He is not from Peterborough, but that is the first time I ever met him as a kid.
And he's way too nice to correct you.
Oh, he corrected me. Peterborough?
Where's that?
And, that's,
what?
Yeah.
That's a long 9-speed.
Yeah.
He threw a fairway off of that.
What?
And it's dead center, too.
And it's a headwind too.
Yep.
Of course.
Joe Vander Veen, local kid. When do we stop calling him kid, though?
No, never.
All 5'7" and 550 feet of distance.
And his spin is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like how fast he can just spin his body. Like, God, amazing.
A little turned over. That should come back.
He's a little shorter than he wants to be, but you know, hole one, it's not that easy, and you're not really giving up strokes with a par.
No.
Representing Prodigy, Casey Hanemayer.
And last but certainly not least, Casey Hanemayer opting for a forehand play.
And the headwind, that's a little bit risky.
Yeah, you don't want to turn it over too much because the woods will just swallow the disc here. And that the woods on the left are all OB, but he did not make that mistake.
No, he might be too far right. Did he
Did he
get in
catch that
bounds?
tree?
I think we're going to find out in just a second
he's-
here.
No, he's in.
That's
Oh, he's in. Or was he?
I didn't see an OB.
No.
We'll see. We'll find out towards the end of the hole here. Just a
Oh.
little pitch up. Joe, is he going for it?
He's always going
Yeah.
for it.
He's got to get 350 up there.
Come on, bounces off the tree.
Wow.
Rolls right next to the basket. That is a brilliant shot.
Great start, Joe. Now, that was a big bomb by Marty. Like he's up there on that hill.
Is it just a putter?
You know
He
what?
come
May-
up short?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did.
Yeah.
Well, again, it's kind of a scary upshot knowing that if you go back past, you're probably in the hazard.
And Thomas looked like he's playing it pretty darn safe, too.
Yep.
Again, the conditions not really favoring being aggressive, especially on this hole.
Ooh,
Sit.
settle down. Great upshot by Casey. Now he's putting away from the out of bounds.
Hazard.
And
It was
up
a
there.
Hazard, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Hazard.
It was a hazard this year.
Yeah, we made it a hazard this year just again because if you go out of bounds, it's a short putt in, but with that downhill lie, you can really blow by the hole.
Yeah, it's actually more punishing then.
Yep. Shout out to Paul Zwambag in the background. First year doing camera, and he did a great job.
Paul and Dan.
Yep.
Probably one of the more thankless jobs out there, running around for 4 hours trying to get footage.
Yeah.
And just a quick explanation for anybody new to the sport. Hazards and OB play sort of similarly in that you count an extra stroke, but hazards you play from where the disc lies, and out of bounds you play from where it went out of bounds.
All right, on to hole 2. We are going down the main line here. This is a 325-foot hole. This is a good pull for anyone here. You have a tight line to get out of the forest, and you have to get over the green. If you land on the green, that is considered as out of bounds. And just past the green here, see that long grass? Just like the previous hole, this is also marked as hazard. So if they go further into that, they're playing further back.
My play was hit a tree and be short of the green.
I like that play.
Yeah, it works. It's got my par. Joe looks like he came up a little low.
Didn't he do that in the playoffs last year?
Yeah. Oh, he hit the tree and got the par.
Yeah. Good point.
Marty
And that
with
is
the
a
gap.
Great shot. Does it have the distance?
Oh yeah.
Oh, does it ever?
Once again,
This one, again, we're on top of the mound with this this basket here, so that's not easy.
no. And once again, though, Marty barely looked like he threw that disc, and it went flying.
It's just such a low ceiling here too.
Yeah.
If you bail out left like this, that works out fine. If it holds on.
I don't think that's OB, so I think he's fine there. It's just get a long up shot. Note to self: OB next year.
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't be watching this. All right, does that clip the long grass? Hard to tell from this angle.
Looks like it stayed in bounds. And Joe just well short, but from there it's kind of a pitch up to the green.
Yep.
The disc golf green.
No, but actually, Julian, from last year's coverage, we did make some tweaks to this year's course because of watching how the pros were taking advantage of some things.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Good up shot to get it close. Thomas hoping to do the same. Yeah,
I think he's good.
within
Left a little bit,
10,
probably.
12 feet.
For birdie.
And he learned from last year's coverage. If you go check out Park Pro's 2022 coverage, he had a bit of trouble with some of the headwinds on this hole. And he just stabbed that right into the heart of the basket.
That's one thing to watch. If his putter is on, he can throw with the best of them. It's his putting that's really going to determine whether or not Marty puts up a good round.
Yep.
He's had some ridiculous comebacks that I've seen.
Whoa. That was unlike Joe. Ooh, the Rogers replay. Like it.
Yeah, that was
So
a
smooth.
perfect shot. All right, on to hole 3, 380 feet. What do we have here, Nathan?
This one's unchanged from the previous years. No. Yeah.
That's slight change.
Slight
We put that OB behind the green.
Right. That was...
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so even more challenging than previous years. So last couple of years you could bail out long, and this year you got the entire left side open wide and kind of a guarded basket here.
That is treacherous. You don't want to overthrow it now.
Yeah, no, Cam Zanini last year, I watched him blow it by it in the Park Pro coverage. I'm like, I'm not allowing it this year.
You are a monster.
I know. The Cam Zanini rule, we'll call it.
And speaking of monsters, what a shot by Marty Hendel.
He's left himself probably a good 25 feet.
Yeah, we really wanted to take away the right hand backhand here over everything and back. So if you can still do that line, but if you miss it, you're way back.
And it was already a touchy shot.
Yeah.
I did it in practice, and I did not do it in tournament.
Yeah, that was a great shot by Thomas.
And that's just kind of pushing that back.
Yep.
That back edge there.
Casey with a flip up forehand. That's a tough shot to shoot with any sort of accuracy.
Little turned over, very safe.
Yep.
Joe doing the same thing, turned over a little bit too much, but very, very safe play there.
Yeah.
He'll have a wide open pitch up to the basket.
Not a chip?
Pitch up.
A pitch?
He'll be using his sandwich for it.
No, okay.
Nice up shot.
Dropping in a par.
Did you guys ever design that pitch up disc? Thought last time we did coverage, you talked about making a pitch disc.
Maybe. That is longer than this morning, so I'm not going to remember it. I'm sorry. Get it.
Whoa!
Come on.
Beautiful birdie.
What a... Like, give that basket a kiss.
I want a replay on that one.
Was that like the rightmost chain it just caught and just pulled it right in?
Yeah.
He must have a heck of a spin on that putt. Holy cow.
Thomas, this looks like a completely different hole.
Nice birdie.
Beautiful. Well played by those top two there.
As you can see, it was a little cold. A lot of sweatshirts on. I don't know if you noticed Casey trying to jump up and down to get warm.
I think I can see you in the background wearing a parka, maybe?
Yeah.
You're not a winter person, are you?
Oh, I am. It was cold. It was just bitter, wet, cold that day. And I'd been out there since the early morning.
right, here we go with a scoreboard check-in. Chris Brown, not that one, leading the way through 7. He's 3 down. Cody Masonov is tied as well through 8 holes, though. And Marty, through only 3, is 1 stroke back right now of the leaders.
How is your putter release so powerful, even as far out as 50 feet? A lot of the power on my putt is generated from like a little finger pop / wrist action at the very end. Hold a disc in your hand even when you're sitting down on a couch. You can kind of just pop it up. Try to like pop the disc vertical. Do this and just slowly practice getting it higher. And you're just really trying to use your wrist, not really your arm. That's how I do it, and that's a tip to how you can do it too.
Here we go, hole 4. It's a par 3. What do we have, Adam?
I would like to make this a permanent change. You can see where the original basket is. There's some little flags we're going by, but we push it further back, making the pathway out of bounds. Now there's multiple ways to attack this hole. Right down the middle, big hyzer either way. Let's see what they do.
This is one of my favorite holes this year.
The conditions are completely different here from that whole preview. You can see the wind on that flag.
See the wind on that disc?
Oh, settle down, settle down.
And you can see Marty fillet it.
And there's
Beautiful.
OB in behind the basket too, right?
It's close. And this is a much safer play.
Low hyzer.
I like it. But you contend with that tree there.
And Casey's been pretty well all forehands so far off the tee, so...
Okay. I'm thinking high hyzer.
I would have
call.
I would have
Reasonably.
loved to seen a lefty on this card because there is a big lefty hyzer as well.
Nice shot by Casey there. He's CTP so far.
Yep.
It's interesting. You can throw the hyzer and then come in front of those 2 guardian trees on the right, and oh my goodness.
Vander Veen! What a shot! Are you kidding me? Nice shot, Joe.
Oh, beauty try.
Yeah, great try. Tough putting conditions, especially with the cedars in his face.
And then the raised basket
And the wind.
and the wind.
Nice birdie.
Yeah, really on something like this, anything outside 20 feet's a challenge.
Let's see if Joe can capitalize on his great drive.
Nice.
I think the up the middle's just so gutsy. If you get just a little bit to the right,
Yeah.
because there's a pond on the left there. If you kick,
These guys are good though.
Yeah.
Like, I wish to have confidence on a shot like that to
And
go
Joe-
dead straight. But
Joe's got lots of practice on this course, too.
yeah. There were Thomas's parents in the background.
Casey Hanemayer just watching his disc fly well. Hole 5 is a challenging par 4 at 615 feet. What are some of the out of bounds here, Adam?
All right, so you can see that cart path. The cart path left is out OB. We have the Schnarb off on the right. That is OB as well. There is a little bit of a stream that runs through here. We did not make that OB because honestly, if you go in there, it'd just be stupid bad luck.
How kind of you.
Yes, that is the one place where being nice. But this is a tough hole as is. I don't expect everyone to birdie this one.
second shot especially, there's a lot of low ceiling coming in.
Yeah.
His forehand has distance. That is a great throw. You can just see the power coming out of his hand as soon as he lets it go.
And that hill that was that he flew over, that's kind of where us mere mortals want to be.
Yeah, for sure.
And he's 50 feet past it.
Oh, Joe's
And
in
Joe-
a great spot.
The back end is 70 feet past it. Marty's backhand is 80 feet
wait,
past
wait,
it.
wait, 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 wait.
Staying.
And will we find out?
He
Look down,
is
look down.
OB.
No.
Oh, so close.
Also with the forehand power, Thomas Gilbert. Those are some great shots aside from the OB at the end of Marty's there. He had huge distance though.
Just got a little skippy.
I saw this live. This was insane.
Spoiler.
I'm sorry.
Come
Yes.
on. From the drop zone, he puts it within 15 feet of the basket.
I have never
seen that.
Yeah, never ever seen someone get from the drop zone there.
Have you ever seen someone try to throw it over a 1,000-foot tree? That was huge.
You expect that of Thomas Gilbert. Here's another. What?
Casey says me too.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing here? That's amazing. It's wide open up there, though, so
Wow.
why not if you've got the power?
Once again, in our
That's not
dreams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Get out of there. Oh, he's deep.
Ah, darn. Threw it straight into the out of bounds there.
It was a missed opportunity.
Yep. Well, maybe that high line's the way to go now. If we have superhuman strength.
Or they're 6'5".
Get it.
Oh, great run from Thomas Gilbert. Joe's going to be going on a bit of a safari to find his disc there.
No.
Nice try, Casey.
It's an amazing par.
I'm sorry. that was
Unbelievable par
stupid.
save.
Like, just so good.
Yeah.
Like
that-
I could see like a throw in after your
Yeah.
after your shot from the drop zone. Not
No.
Oh, no, Joe.
not a park job from the drop
Yeah.
zone.
Maybe that was his forehand.
Could have been.
Yeah.
That was his forehand for sure. All right, hole 6. It's a short par 3. Any issues with this one, or?
Yes, we made a change. Now, last year we took down the walls we had here, but we want to be somewhat mean, and we changed the basket location. Basket location is on the top of this hill as opposed to down in that little valley there. Nice bird that went by. Maybe that's a sign. But, here's an opportunity to go for an ace, but if you miss it, you're going to be deep in the woods because there is no OB here.
I almost think that's worse than OB if you're deep.
Yeah, we are a little bit mean. But hey, this is the Foxwood Open.
Second stop on the Canadian Disc Golf Tour.
You got it. And USDGC qualifier.
All right, Thomas.
Wants it to sit. Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
great.
Great shot.
Would have almost aced the regular basket. Thomas wasn't fooled.
Oh, Martin, nice shot. He's on the far side of that hill. Won't have too much left. Realistically, though, with the basket any higher than where your disc is, it's a tough putt.
Oh, there we go. He should be okay.
There's
I
the
bet you.
hop and run. Yeah.
Oh, a tough wind
we
here.
We had a guy on our card fly one just over the basket, and he was probably 5 feet away.
Yeah. What? Sorry. What a putt there. When we were out, the wind was blazing. I could not believe he went for that.
Just got to keep the basket here year round, I think.
Yeah. These guys have no fear.
Oh,
No.
And roll.
Tough one, Marty.
Oh, shoot.
But again, that wind was treacherous at this time. We still haven't even seen Joe putt.
Joe must be real close in those bushes. Then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it kind of bounced off of them and stayed out. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
There we go. Great
Yeah,
putt.
way to get it back, Joe.
Good birdie.
It's always tough to get those double bogeys out of your head, but going to the next hole and grabbing a birdie, that's huge. And look at Casey's putt again here.
This might be the putt of the day.
From back there, that's got to be, what, 6 feet above him? 5 feet above
Yep.
him?
Come on.
Headwind, dead headwind. Putting nose up, I guess, too. Like, good for him.
Unreal.
The Educational Disc Golf Experience is the leading nonprofit organization bringing disc golf to schools nationwide since 2003. Edge provides age-appropriate discs, targets, and a classroom-linked curriculum which empower educators to teach the fundamentals of the sport. In Edge's 20 years of existence, over 2 million youth have been introduced.
Here we go, on to hole 7. It's a par 4. It's 500 feet. And there is a double Mando on this one. Adam, what else is there?
Well, this year we made the fairway left OB, so they can no longer just dump it out to the left in the fairway. They now have a risk reward shot. So either take it down the middle, flirt with the fairway in the left side, then you might have an easier shot in, but you're flirting with OB.
And this is what happens when you put somebody who throws wrong-handed in charge of designing the course and the OBs. He takes away anything that right-handed people can do.
I had some tiny influence on this.
It also makes the roller a lot more difficult.
For sure
Yep.
it does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, again, watching the coverage last year, it was a simple play for everyone. They were just bombing it out to the fairway and then easy up shot from there, or going for the roller. I still love to see the roller here. Hopefully, we do still see it. I think
Nope. Hit it.
Smash the sign, so he's still in bounds.
he's still in bounds. Yeah.
Didn't miss
He
it.
just has to make it through between the two trees.
Here's a roller. See, they still want to do it. Love it.
No way. Oh,
Look at this.
Wow.
Cut.
Look at this.
Cut back. Yeah.
I think that was me getting out of the way.
So Thomas Gilbert is
Pin
almost
high?
as far as the basket is on
Yep.
this one on a par 4. And Joe opting for a slightly safer play. And hopefully that doesn't kick a tree.
If you're past the tree line, that's a great drive.
Yeah.
Is Marty lining up a roller as well?
I hope so.
I think I've seen him do it before.
Yep.
Yup.
Oh, baby. Get through.
No, I think he missed it.
Oh,
Oh, that was just outside the... So the two trees in the middle, you have to make your first throw between them.
it was a little bit too much cut.
Yep. It's a little tight.
A little bit tight.
Oh, what am I talking about?
Great.
Yeah, great throw.
Great-
A bit of a
great
long
s-
putt.
Good straight skip.
Yeah.
I guess he did hit the Mando.
So that must have been my eyes playing tricks on me. Yeah, Joe can see it better than I can, though.
Yes.
Lining up checking the distance, sorry, on his second shot here. Can't imagine it's a whole lot. Checking the wind.
Nice look there.
Very nice.
Beautiful shot.
Beautiful. This is Thomas Gilbert's eagle putt.
Unreal. Get it.
Get it?
Oh, great try.
So he's going to have a tap-in birdie. Casey Hanemayer makes his birdie.
He makes a birdie when he didn't even get through the Mando on his first shot. That's phenomenal.
That's the skill from BC.
Yeah, I guess so.
Casey from BC? He should make that his Instagram handle. KCBC?
KCBC. There we go.
I'm sure it's maybe taken.
It might be. But if not, you get some royalty there, don't you?
Sure. Joe with the birdie as well. Look at him. Even with a double bogey, is down 1 through 7. That's a great rest of the round he's having.
Yeah.
Martin making sure that the basket eats this disc.
That must have been through then.
Yep.
Well played hole all around by these four.
Look at that form.
He just spins so fast.
No, he told me during the pandemic he modeled his form after Drew Gibson.
If you're going to model it after anybody you can throw far, he's the guy. Hole 8 is a par 3. It's 270 feet. Do we have an alternate basket on this one too?
We do have an alternate basket. It is only 270, but it's a big uphill, and now we have a little OB behind. So shot distance selection is important here. Don't throw it too far. You're going OB. I don't know about you guys, but I think this was a better hole than how we did it last year. I think it's cool to have a different. Oh, did you see?
Hugs the line, stays in, and he's got a 10-footer.
That was Tiger Woods. That was Tiger Woods' backspin there.
Thomas hoping to do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
And he does. He just parks it a little bit to the right of the basket. Perfect shot.
And if you got that flex forehand,
use it.
I mean, if you got the backhand.
Joe's aiming right for the basket.
Where'd it go?
A little left.
In that general vicinity, I think it was about 12 feet short and left.
Speaking of backhands. Yeah.
Oh, what a beauty.
We could see 4 birdies here if everyone makes the putt. And Casey's taking his 3 steps away from the OB.
Well, man, maybe we make this a hazard next year.
Don't get any ideas, man. Yeah, nice birdie. And he's the furthest?
First to putt, 5 steps away. And you know what? For us AMs, this is a challenging hole.
Joe was way closer than I thought.
Oh, nice shot, Joe.
Yeah,
Sorry
that
who
would be a
didn't
tough
see
hole.
it.
Yeah.
That was an amazing putt. I think Marty needs to start doing that putt more often.
A little flip.
Yeah. All right, on to hole 9. Not an island hole this year. As you can see, it's a little more of an hourglass
Peninsula
shape. Yes. Honestly, the issue is we have to get that approved every year by PDGA. So we just said, let's just make it not an island. But outside of that, it kind of plays like an island, but you could potentially lay up short and then take an upshot and get your par. But why would you do that when you're a pro?
Loopholes by Adam Hussey.
Yes. Actually, I'm going to give full credit to Daryl Banks on that one.
And I think we're going to see a lot of this spiky forehand play.
Get it in there. Oh, short. That's safe.
Still with the putt, but he's facing out of bounds or the water on that one? I can't tell from the angle.
There is out of bounds behind and all around. Except if you look way back at the tee, there's a slight opening where you could walk through. Nice shot by Thomas there. Again, with this wind, I believe it's still a pretty stiff headwind, so this would be a pretty scary shot. Nathan, you...
Ooh, a little left. A little turned over.
Now, Nathan, you played this hole.
Yep.
Did you backhand or forehand into here?
First day, just because of the big headwind, I threw a backhand.
Yeah.
And I went OB. Every other day, I threw forehand.
Okay.
Just a forehand hyzer.
And what do you think Marty's going to throw here?
I don't think that's a forehand.
I'm going to guess a rock.
I got a rock.
There's a lot of height.
Get in, come on.
Get back.
No.
Float more, no.
That was a great angle to watch that float into the long grass.
So there's a drop zone on this.
There is a drop zone. You can see that last white little sign that just was in view.
So it looks a little bit further than past years as well.
Yeah, this is still a testy drop zone. As we can see right here, look at the wind. Grab it.
Height.
Get in or sit down.
Oh, sit.
Barely in.
So if you're shooting from the drop zone on this one, you just play from where it goes OB if you throw it OB again?
Correct.
Marty's just going to try to sink it.
Look at that.
Take all of that into play.
Oh, hold on. Come back.
Oh. Really similar spot to where his drive landed.
Maybe that's what he was thinking about. Just get my other disc and move on. Sit down.
Trying to be too safe and
Yeesh.
no.
Should be an easier putt coming back from the water, though.
And did you notice we left that open for discs to go into the pond? Mean Adam. I'm trying to help you guys out. Like, hopefully, like more discs go in the pond. Therefore, people buy more discs from you.
We'll take it. Well, and you know, typically Thomas Gilbert and Martin Hendel are buying their discs from bigdisc.ca.
Shout out.
But I'm sure they're all buying Innova discs, right?
Right. Right. All right. Card decision. Martin's putting from here. A little more of a Thomas Martin decision, and the rest of the cards like, yeah, whatever.
Good enough.
Sure. Get her done.
Get her done. I'd be scared of this putt. Oh, tough one.
Stayed in?
No. It's OB.
Oh, no.
Sorry, Marty. Next time we'll put a wall up there.
No.
Nice putt, Casey. All right, this hole is playing harder than I thought it would.
Oh, darn. Great run by Joe there. That's a tough one.
That's a heartbreaker.
That was a quad bogey, I think. So he was 3 under going into this.
That's tough.
And Joe with a double. Oh, man.
Tough hole.
That hole ate these guys alive. Oh, man. So that's after 9 holes. We've got Thomas Gilbert on our feature card leading with 5 down. Braden Jones through 16 is also 5 down. Gavin 4 down through 14, and Calvin is also 4 down. And you can see the rest of the players just below that, but really well played by Thomas so far.
Yeah, I really enjoyed watching that. It was great to see. Looking forward to the next 9. Nathan, you have anything to share?
Yeah, I think the next 9 is very scoreable, so we might see Thomas put up some numbers.
Sweet.
Unreal. Thanks so much, Park Pro, and we'll see you on the back 9.